Having vigorous immigration and naturalization policies inviting all foreign nationals to become members of the Church does not mean that the Church has an open borders policy. Not all foreigners are qualified to become citizens of the kingdom. Along with its recruiting effort, the Lord requires a careful screening process before final citizenship is granted. All are invited to come unto Christ, but not all are allowed in His kingdom. Moral purity is a legal requirement in the Church of Jesus Christ. Adultery in all its forms is criminalized, meaning there are civil penalties imposed upon all those who violate the law concerning marriage. The Lord imposed a law and penalty for a specific form of adultery in His law of the Church. All persons who have left their companions for the sake of adultery are to be excommunicated. With this law and penalty, the Lord instituted a parallel law aimed at those who seek to enter the Church. Those who leave their companions for the sake of adultery are not worthy to be members of the Church. For those who commit this sin in the Church, the penalty is expulsion. For those seeking membership, the penalty is rejection. They are not to be received into the Church through baptism. The Lord does make an exception for adulterers who are not married. They can enter the Church, but only after full repentance. The only way to ensure that sexual offenders of this type are prevented from becoming members is to screen them and do so carefully. Before receiving members into the Church, missionaries must first determine worthiness through a process of watchful and careful inquiry. The Lord revealed His full screening process for prospective members in an earlier revelation. The process is lengthy and strict. All those who seek baptism into the Church must meet stringent requirements specified by the Lord. He gave the requirements by commandment, meaning they have the force of law. The requirements can be enumerated as follows. It is not enough for a candidate to be humble, have a broken heart, and a determination to serve the Lord, nor is it enough for the candidate to profess these attributes. The candidate is required to witness and manifest these things to the Church, and by implication to the satisfaction of the Church. Of course, this also requires the Church to participate in what can only be characterized as vetting. The Church is expected to perform due diligence so that the unworthy are not admitted into the Church. After a candidate is baptized, he or she needs to be confirmed to attain full membership status. But before confirmation can occur, there is more learning, demonstrating, and vetting to be done. The duty of newly baptized members, as outlined by the Lord in section 20, includes a probationary period where two things must occur. First, the elders or priests must take time to teach all things about the Church. The commandment requires more than a course of instruction. Before a member can partake of the sacrament or be confirmed, he or she must demonstrate understanding. Second, newly baptized members must manifest openly to the Church through works which the Lord defines as a godly walk in conversation, that they are worthy of full membership. The Lord expects a second round of vetting with due diligence by the church before confirmation. This vetting is not to be done in haste, and if done properly, may take a fairly long time. The process is to take sufficient time to accomplish its purposes, however long that may be.